A terrible tragedy in America took place last week where two Israelis were shot and killed. Victor Davis Hanson is chiming in on what happened. I'm Charles the Traveling Clat. Let's check it out.
Recently, two Israeli diplomatic employees in Washington were shot. Apparently, the killer emptied his handgun and fired off 21 rounds, killed them almost instantly, and then ran into the museum where they were working and started to act as if he was a victim until he shouted out, "Free Palestine." What we're seeing throughout the United States right now is a lowering of the bar of what's acceptable in terms of violence. How can we get in there to justify this in some ways or contextualize it? So what we're seeing is two nexuses that come together and promulgate anti-Semitism. The unhinged come out of the woodwork because the general climate rewards that type of behavior. And what are we to make of this?
Victor Davis Hanson. Ladies and gentlemen, by the way, subscribe to this YouTube channel right now, to my Traveling Clat channel. We're trying to get to 500,000 subs. We're almost there. Help us out if you like what I do.
Hello, this is Victor Davis Hanson for the Daily Signal. Recently, two Israeli diplomatic employees in Washington, Yaron Leshinsky and Sarah Milgram, were shot. Apparently, the killer, Elias Rodriguez, emptied his handgun and fired off 21 rounds, killed them almost instantly, and then ran into the museum where they were working and started to act as if he was a victim until he shouted out, "Free Palestine." And what are we to make of this? I think what we're seeing throughout the United States right now is a lowering of the bar of what's acceptable in terms of violence. We saw that Luigi Mangione became a cult hero to the left because he, in a premeditated fashion, killed a United Health corporation executive, shot him down in cold blood, and on the specious excuse that they were overcharging people. But he became a hero. And we saw that Abrego Garcia, who beat his spouse, threatened to kill her, apparently. She thought he was going to kill her, and was an illegal alien and had at one time deportation orders, and was a member pretty clearly of an M13 gang, and was engaged in human trafficking and was deported, became a cult hero to the left. And we had an incident in Texas where a young teenager stabbed another one, and then he became a victim. No need to go into the details. We had the two assassination attempts, and I think you could, if you collated the social media content of those two killers, it was pretty much to the left, kind of reminiscent of the shooter of Congressman Steve Scalia and the wounding of others, who was a Bernie Sanders. What am I getting at? There has been a general lowering of the bar, as I said, of what's acceptable violence. And we saw that with the Tesla excuses and contextualization when somebody ran somebody off the road or destroyed a charging station or firebombed a station. Even the media reports of the tragic deaths. I was reading today an NPR account, and after about 6 paragraphs, they get uneasy describing the murder, and they just have to put something in, and they do. And they say, and this wasn't during a period of tensions because of the people getting killed in Gaza. In other words, just a little bit, how can we get in there to justify this in some ways or contextualize it? So that is one thing that's happening, and that makes violence more permissible. The other is this endemic anti-Semitism. Let's be honest, it's not some cowboy in Wyoming in 1950 that doesn't like Jews. We're talking about two nexuses that come together and promulgate anti-Semitism. The one is wealthy people in the universities, many of them DEI, but not all, who feel that it's either in vogue or as DEI people they cannot be criticized as victims for victimizing others, meeting foreign students from the Middle East. And in that cauldron, it becomes permissible to say globalize the Intifada, River to the Sea, the eliminationist rhetoric about Israel, storm a library, chase Jews into a library, damage the president's office, rough up a Jewish kid on campus. It was all acceptable. There were no consequences. That's why those 3 college presidents either were fired or had to resign. So what we're seeing is that the unhinged come out of the woodwork because the general climate rewards that type of behavior. So Mr. Rodriguez thought, A, if I use violence, in this case, bring a gun into Washington, D.C. from my home in Chicago, and I have good, firm left-wing credentials. His father was asked to be a guest at the Trump speaker by a left-wing Congressman Garcia from Illinois. So he comes in, and he knows that if he shoots and murders someone, there's going to be a lot of people who will praise him, or at least excuse what he did, number one. And number two, he's killing Jews. So he knows on campus that one of the Harvard Review people roughed up a Jew and was given $65,000 honorarium scholarship from Harvard's one of the groups that sponsors Harvard Law School. Bottom line, this is going to continue until somebody says we're not going to put up with it anymore. You're not going to be a foreign student and come over to the United States on a student visa and spout hateful rhetoric and torment Jews and make it uncomfortable. And you're not going to be one of these elite students who crashes into the president's office at Stanford or crashes into a building at Columbia and thinks there's no consequences. And that's why Donald Trump is trying to shock treatment to the universities to say, you don't know what you're doing. You're a global embarrassment that you permitted, and you have fueled anti-Semitism, and the left atmosphere anyway is to condone violence when it's used for revolutionary purposes. Add it all up, and we get 2 wonderful people murdered in D.C. Thank you very much. This is Victor Davis Hanson for the Daily Signal.
A terrible tragedy that unfolded there in D.C. You know what's ironic too is that I'm forgetting his name, but the Yaron, he ended up actually being a Messianic Jew from the Messianic Jewish community, which means he was a Jewish, like born Jewish, but accepted Christ as his Messiah at some point in his life and became Messianic, a Christian Jew. I know it sounds a little weird, but that's what he was. And it still doesn't matter. The guy was a dirty Zionist, which is the way that the left side of the aisle has justified his murder. They looked at his Twitter feed, and I saw this both on TikTok and on Instagram the days after, of how they were justifying his murder based on the fact that he was a Zionist. So it's okay to kill Zionists on the street of America. That is how the pro-Palestine crowd wants to... At least I can say from the Zionist perspective, we're looking to fight our war in the place where our war takes place. All right, Hamas is attacking us. We want to fight that war where Hamas is attacking us. We're not looking to fight that war on the streets of America. And therefore, you don't see, it has happened in the past, but you don't see many Israelis or Jews in America waging violence on Arabs or on Muslims or on Palestinians. The opposite can't be said for the other side. The other side, whether it be black on Jewish violence or white on Jewish violence or Hispanic on Jewish violence or whatever it be, or Arab on Jewish violence, Muslim on Jewish violence, it's happening every day on the streets of America, and it's getting worse and worse and worse as these people are emboldened to attack Jews. But it's not about Judaism, right? It's just about Zionism. So why do you keep attacking Jews? How did you know his political affiliation as he was leaving a Jewish museum? This could have been anyone. And this killer didn't know. By happenstance, he happened to kill a Zionist. But it's not like he knew. He could have killed anyone. He could have killed a Holocaust survivor coming out of there. It's not interesting to them. But the fact that they're a Zionist means he can be celebrated as some sort of martyr. And this is a big victory for Palestine somehow. I don't know. Logic isn't logicking, but it never does with this camp. I'll see you guys in the next one. I love you a long time. Goodbye, Klotz. If you believe in my content and want to support me, just know your help is needed. There's a bunch of great ways to support me, being PayPal, Buy Me a Coffee, or joining my Patreon community down below. Patreon is the best way to support my channel, and you'll get a bunch of cool perks depending on what tier you join. Another great way to support me is by buying my merchandise on thetravelingclat.com. I regularly drop new merch designs like this beautiful hat or this amazing shirt, where you can support the channel and get something cool for yourself. I also have an amazing Discord community with people from all over the world. Thank you so much for your support.